Hi, my name is Christian.
And my name is Ashley.
Welcome to
Welcome
the
to
Carr
Carr
Chisme
Chisme podcast.
podcast.
Time to
Time to
spill
spill the
some tea.
tea.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 and Crew Dragon. Go NASA. Go SpaceX. Godspeed. Bye.
Here is my social studies teacher, Dan Amosa. Would you like to say hi?
Yes, how's it going? How's it going, Christian? How's it going, Ashley? Miss Abahar? I like how Christian used my first name, my government name. I didn't even know you knew that. My name's Dana Mosa. I'm 42, pretty old. I've been teaching at Carr for 9 years. I taught 1 year at Compton Unified, so it's my 10th year teaching. I'm married, have 4 beautiful kids. I'm a social studies teacher at Carr. I teach 8th grade social studies. I have Christian in my class, and I also teach 8th grade Avid. That's about it.
What sports did you used to play?
When I was a little kid, played a lot of different sports. I played basketball, volleyball. I grew up overseas, so I played cricket. I don't even know if you guys know what that sport is. It's not just an insect; it's a sport too. But my major sport was rugby. I played rugby. It was always my favorite sport. It's not really popular in the United States. Have you ever heard of it, Ashley, or no? Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. So it's a sport. It's kind of like football, kind of like soccer, and that was my major sport. I played it as a kid, and I played it as an adult. I still love it. Still watch it on TV.
What is your favorite lesson to teach in your class?
My favorite lesson to teach, I would say all of them, but I'd be lying to myself. My favorite lesson, I don't really cover it too much in middle school, but I really like studying about colonialism, imperialism. I love teaching kids about, back in the days when countries took over other countries, what changes they made, what are the long-term effects, what are the lasting consequences. One of my favorite lessons too is also probably teaching about slavery. I do this one lesson where I teach about slavery in the United States, which is a bad thing, but we use reggae songs and hip hop songs, which are my two favorite types of music. We use reggae songs, hip hop songs. We look at lyrics to learn about slavery and its effects in the United States of America. So that's probably my favorite lesson. You'll hear that later in the year, Christian, maybe in like 2 months.
Alright, so what is your favorite moment with your family?
My favorite moment with my family, I would say, is probably traveling. I know a lot of people, they love being at home. I'm not gonna lie, I hate home. I hate the house. I always have. That's why I don't like this pandemic. I love being places. I don't care where it is, but I love being anywhere. So whether we're traveling to different countries, whether we're traveling in the United States of America, or even if we're just hiking or camping or something like that. So I would say my favorite thing is just not being home. That maybe doesn't sound good, but I love being out and creating memories. That's my favorite thing to do with my family.
Who is your favorite class of all time, Mr. Mosa?
Good question, Ashley. I can't say your class because you're not in my class, but for me, probably to be honest, I would say maybe my first year teaching, my first class in Compton. I've loved my time at Carr. I love being at Carr. There's a reason why I've been here so long. I've had a couple opportunities to leave. I've never wanted to. I feel comfortable. I like it. But I would just say my first year at Compton, just because that was my first year teaching. It was hard. I had to learn a lot of different things. I failed at some things. I did well at some other things. So I think that my first year teaching, because I learned the most, was my favorite class, my favorite year. Every year, though, I mean, there's always a new favorite class. There's new favorite students. I mean, some kids stay, some kids go, but it's just fun to learn and get to know kids. And then now that I've been here long enough, I start to have brothers and sisters of older students as well. So it's pretty cool. It's a cool experience. Every class is good, but maybe just my first one, just because I learned the most.
Last question is what would you be if you weren't a teacher at school?
What would I be if I wasn't a teacher? I don't know. I wish I would have thought about that question ahead of time. For me, being a teacher came late in life, so it was never something I wanted to be. I never thought about it in my life, to be honest, until I was just about to graduate from college. So I wasn't one of those people that always wanted to teach, that had a family member that was a teacher. I just kind of went that direction. I played rugby for a while, and then it's just something I got into later in life, and I'm glad. But since the question is, what would I want to be? I don't know. I guess I'd want to be two different things. The first thing, both of them kind of involve traveling. The first thing would be maybe like a national park ranger. And the reason is because I love the outdoors. You can't tell by my body type, you know. I fly under the radar, but I love the outdoors and I love the national park system. Me and my kids, we go all the time. So I'd probably want to be a national park ranger so I could be out there teaching kids about history and taking care of the environment. The second thing maybe might be one of my favorite magazines is National Geographic. So I always wanted to be when I was younger, I always thought it'd be cool to be a National Geographic writer or like a photographer because they pay you to travel the world. You know, you go to small countries, big countries, you go document people, animals, stories, take pictures, write stories. You learn a lot, make a lot of good friends, eat a lot of good food. So I think that'd be a cool green job to be a National Geographic writer or photojournalist. But I'm a teacher and I'm glad. So that's what I plan on doing until I die or come close to dying, one of those.
Yeah, that's actually really nice to hear. And so that's it. Would you like to say something to people?
Yeah, I just want to say to my students, Christian, you're one of them, Massey or not, but just to all the car students, I want you guys to hang in there. This is a very rough year. It's rough for all of us. I mean, we always get caught up as a teacher. I think, you know, it's hard to teach, it's hard to prepare what's going on with these students, but I mean, it's hard. Things are hard. We got to deal with it. I just want you guys to know, keep working hard. We're trying our best. We're not always perfect as teachers and as staff members of Carr, but no matter what, we want you guys to do well, and we want you guys to get better as people and both students. So keep working hard. We'll get through this, and then when things get back to normal, we'll pick up right where we left off. So thanks for having me, guys. It was a great opportunity. Good to meet you guys, and I don't know. Hopefully, learn a little bit about me that you didn't already know.